in another edition of the most interesting news in the world. There. Welcome everyone. It is December 4th, 2024. And boy, have we got a show for you today. I have to try and remember what it is called. What did I call it? I don't remember. Something about something. Whatever. Eliminating the judgment that has created, eliminating the aging that judgment has done to your body. Something like that. Why? Why a show on eliminating the aging, the judgment that the aging that judgment has done to your body? Well, in 2 days' time, so that means December 6th, we start an advanced body class with Gary Douglas and his daughter. Holy moly, am I excited. And it got me really, not just this advanced body class in particular, but of recent, I have been doing a lot of painting at my house. And I was just like getting on my knees on the floor and really moving my body in a way that 10 years ago I couldn't do because it hurt and my body just didn't move because it was stiff and all sorts of things. And a lot of the change, and I realized that my body is younger now than it was 10 years ago. It doesn't look younger. I realize wrinkles, blah, 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 whatnot. It looks aged, but like in the good way, like you guys will listen to me more because I'm older now. It's younger in that in its movement. I'm still not sprinting like every day, like I would think that that would be really cool. Maybe someday. I'm actually looking at the backsplash of my kitchen right now and enjoying it. I'm going, you know what? I was kind of scared that I didn't do a good job, but I like it. I think it looks great. Yes, looks amazing. It's beautiful. So, my body is younger in that element of movement. It's not, and it's only getting better too, which is really cool. Because, most people as they get older, they only can move less and they have to have more pain. How many of you think you have to be able to move less and have more pain as you get older? And you're like, well, Connor, I've seen like YouTube videos and TikTok videos and all sorts of stuff. So, well, all the energy that brought up, we're going to use the Access Consciousness Clearing Statement, is the brand spanking new one. And it goes like this: right and wrong, good and bad, puck and pod, all 100, shorts, boys, povads, creations, bases, and beyonds. Wow. Ain't that great? Okay. Why the clearing statement? Well, I started talking about age, and well, we haven't totally started talking about judgment, but what I have realized, and the reason we're talking about this today, is I realized in, looking at how and really becoming aware of how my body is moving different now than it was 10 years ago, is because of the amount of judgment that I'm not, one, putting on my body, two, taking into my body, three, having about my body, four, and like the list can kind of basically just go on and on and on and on. And the biggest contributor to that is, I shouldn't say the biggest, but the biggest contributors to all of that is, number one, my choice. Number two, and not necessarily they're in this order, but number one, definitely choice. Number two is the clearing statement, and I can't, yeah, the clearing statement and body processes. Oh my God. So when I first started doing body processes, my whole body hurt. Hurt. I mean, the fact that my back hurt so bad is really one of the reasons, a real big reason that I didn't really talk outwardly about. And when I say outwardly, I mean with other people. It was just, I didn't tell anybody. Partly because I grew up playing American football and many, many sports. And in the Midwest of the United States, and I say the Midwest because there might be other parts of the world that it's like this, that there's just, I didn't talk about when I was in pain. You don't. And I learned to not talk about when I was in pain, because if I said I was in pain, somebody would take me out of the game. And I was like, I don't want to get out of the game. So I just learned to not let anybody know and do everything I could to make it look like I was totally fine when things aren't working, because I want to keep playing. And you might go, well, Connor, you should talk to people so that, they could fix you, and then, it's better in the long run. I didn't care. Still don't. I don't want someone else telling me whether or not I can play, okay? That's up to me, all right? Nobody gets to make that choice but me. And so, my whole body hurt. And I just remember in my job that I had as an engineer, all the different, I had been in the office, I had been outside of the office, I had done all different facets of the job. And I was like, I cannot sit at a computer 8 hours a day. I can't even do it 4 hours a day. I can barely, 2 is max. 2 hours a day, max. Max, 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 max. So, and then all the other stuff with the jobs, all the options I felt I had with my job, I was like, none of these are going to work. Like, my back hurts too much to sit in a chair all day, and my back hurts too much to be going out and doing manual labor all day. Something's got to be different. And I freaking spent money on stupid contraptions and, researching all over the place to do whatever, and lots of money on chiropractic visits to do what I could to change my back pain, my lower back pain. And it wasn't changing until 6 months of Access Consciousness and 2 3-day body classes and 2 advanced body classes and using the tools, and boom, I haven't had back issues since. I mean, I've had some short stints, but one of the major tools that we have for if you have back pain is, what am I hiding in? So any of you out there that have back pain right now, what are you hiding and holding behind you so dynamically that if you didn't, would give you a level of power, potency, presence, and capacity you're not sure you or anyone else can handle? Everything that is, times a godzillion, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, puck and pod, all 100 shorts, boys, povads, creations, bases, and beyonds. Now, if you say that, or you record it and you listen to it 30 times a day for 30 days and maybe even longer, you might actually see some change. Now, if you're like, I can't believe that, I don't give a shit whether you think it works or not. I just told you, I changed my entire reality with my back based on 6 months of deep diving into the tools and 2 3-day body classes and 2 advanced body classes. And if you're someone with the kind of back pain I had, you're like, I don't know, sign me the fuck up, because that sounds amazing. Unless you want to go do surgery. But I'm pretty sure surgery is still more expensive than everything I just listed, because you would need a bars class, and then you'd need a foundation class, 2 3-day body classes, and then a choice for possibilities class, and then whatever classes are required for advanced body class. By the end of it, it might even be, hopefully one of these days will actually even be more expensive than the surgery, because we're gonna be better than the surgery. What? What? How do I know? Because my back ain't hurting. And I was even think I might need to get surgery because I knew a guy that had surgery and he didn't look like he was in any better shape than I was after his surgery. So, am I saying this stuff will fix your back or any of the pain you have going on in your body? No. That's up to you. And ask your body. Actually, I lied when I said no. Because I'm supposed to. Because the medical industry will come after me if I say the other thing. But I know that as long as you choose and you could go and if you ask your body and you get it, and as I talk about this kind of stuff, if you get excited about it and you're like, I want to do that, then you might be aware that it'll work for you. If not, then it might not work for you. If you would still rather go do surgery because it's easier and faster and whatever, or because insurance pays for it, sure, I don't mind. I don't have a point of view about it. Do what works for you. I'm just letting you know that I knew I was like Doctor Strange. If you've seen the movie Doctor Strange, where his hands are all messed up and they're like, your hands will never be good again. And he was like, that's bullshit. And then he goes and finds so if you haven't seen the movie Doctor Strange, go watch the movie Doctor Strange because he figures out a way to make his hands okay. Because he gets in a car accident, I think, and it just smashes his hands. And he's like, no, I'm a surgeon and I can't even use my hands anymore. But then, then he figures out how to get his hands working. But once he gets his hands working, he realizes he doesn't really care to do the thing that required his hands anymore. Isn't that interesting? Kind of sounds like I have a similar story. And I do. So, which is why I freaking love that movie. I should watch that movie again. I've actually only seen it once. And I remember watching it being like, oh, this is the best. It's so good. And nobody else saw what I saw. So, advanced, what are the body processes? So I just listed off all the classes you kind of got to do. You're like, that's a lot of work. That's 1 day of bars, 3.5 days of foundation, 3 days of a 3-day body class, another 3 days of a 3-day body class, 3 days of an advanced body, and then another 3 days of another advanced body. Oh, wait, no, a choice for possibilities in there somewhere. That's like 15 days or something. Maybe 20. Let's just call it 20. And it's so much fun. Like, I avoided taking classes, access classes, because I didn't want to be inside all day. I was like, yeah, no, I have to be inside mostly for my job. So I like to be outside. Which is funny because I don't really have as much of a need to be outside as I used to, but I don't go out outside as much as I would actually really truly like to, which is kind of funny. Whatever. So, but I'm like, what can I do to be outside more? I've actually been getting outside a lot more. Well, I don't even know. Maybe I get outside probably more than most people. So, that's the long list. So you're obviously not, if you don't have the prerequisites, you're not gonna be able to make it to the class in like 2 days. But that's kind of that's the long list of stuff, or short list. It's really not that long of a list. It's not like going to university or anything, of what you can do and be in order to get there. And let me tell you, there is so much you will gain along the way if it's something you desire to choose. And it's so much fun. It's not like, oh, I just had to do all this in order to get there. I wasn't like looking at it like I need an advanced body. I was more like, what are all these, what's everybody doing when they like put their hands on the other person? I was like, I want that. And then I did it and I was like, that's amazing. And then I went to my first, and after I did the body process class, I went to another one, and then I was like, oh my God. And now I went to the advanced body, and I was not planning on going to another advanced body so quickly, but I did. I went to another advanced body like the very next month because I was like, I can, and it's amazing. So I did. And it's just awesome. So I am so excited for 2 days from now because these classes are just the darn coolest. They're my favorite. And we probably won't even talk about anything. That'd be cool if we didn't. If it was just dead silent the whole time. Sometimes it is just dead silent for a long period of time. Like that. Yeah. So there you have it, ladies and gents. I really attribute to the ease I'm having with my body these days that I did not 10 years ago, and the ease that I'm having greater all the time to these body processes and these tools. And so if you want to check out more information about all of that, you can check me out at accessconsciousness.com/Connor Hill. And you can always just internet search access consciousness body processes. And just so you know, in case you didn't, I am now a 3-day body class facilitator. So when I talk about taking a 3-day body class, I am now one of the people that facilitates that class. So if you'd like to take one with me, shoot me an email, connor@connorjhill.com, and we'll get you sorted somewhere in the world. I'm doing it all over the world, which is very cool. How the heck does it get any better than that? Well, everybody, for those of you that saw this live, and so for those of you that are watching this in the future, I hope you have an amazing day. And maybe just today, go ahead and put your hands on your body or look yourself in the mirror and go, body, I'm sorry for judging you. I'm sorry for all of the judgment I send your way. And if you want to take it a step further, you're going to go, all the judgment I put on you today and ever, I destroy and uncreate it all. And everything that keeps me judging you, I destroy and uncreate all that. And then if you want to take it another step further, right, wrong, good, bad, Popak, all 100, shorts, boys, povads, creations, bases, and beyonds. Till next week, everybody, thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for any choices you make. Ciao, ciao, bye-bye. Good shooters.